Hi, I'm Ori J, and this is my poem, Independence Day. I just want to give a trigger warning for this one. The entire poem is about domestic violence and colonialism, because same difference. It's been 8 years since the battle that ended our long and bloody war, the anticlimax of my husband's righteous crusade to mold a perfect and compliant wife instead of a complicated and human husband. I think he thought surrender would seal his victory, but he didn't win a single thing from me. There was simply nothing left to loot. No precious heirlooms, no divine inheritance, no warm regards, or welcoming arms. Surrender, it turns out, is so easy when there is nothing left but your pain to lose. That moment was my private Independence Day. But trauma is a jealous lover. He never really lets you go. He digs his claws into you and calls it kindness and concern. He follows you wherever you try to run, no matter how far or fast you move. He creeps into the dark shadows of consciousness in your nightmares, in your intrusive thoughts, in your clenched fists, ready to fight or flee. I never manage to simply acknowledge my freedom and move on. I spend weeks each summer struggling to sleep as my body remembers the safety of staying awake, staring at the door until dawn, waiting until the pounding of my heart, or his fists against the drywall, stopped, whichever came first, until the tears dried on my cheeks, or my eyes ran out of tears to cry, whichever came first, until the neighbors called the cops and embarrassed him into silence, or my catatonic gaze finally brought him some sort of satisfaction, whichever came first, until I was sure my husband was finally calm enough that I would be safe if I closed my eyes, or I was too tired for even the adrenaline to keep me conscious any longer, whichever came first. I sometimes wonder, will I ever move past all of this? Will my battered body and soul ever finally forget? Can I simply heal? Will it be like this every July for the rest of my life until the end of time? The prospect exhausts me. I intend to have so much more life to live. But then, has this nation ever been able to forget its own breakup from colonial authority? Or has it simply continued reenacting collective trauma onto anyone within its borders who displays the slightest hint of desperation or vulnerability? What's 8 years of living with complex PTSD? Really? Because this country is still reckoning with the divorce 250 years later, and this continent still weeps over the bruises, scratches, and scars left across her flesh 5 centuries ago. She still mourns the countless black and brown bodies buried within her, the civilizations and histories slain, the unending procession of her children returning to her in body bags. She still stares hopelessly at the bedroom door, the sole illumination a murky glow of moonbeams filtered through the curtains, wondering if her batterer will test the luck. If tonight is the night, he will finally break down the door. She still lies awake, listening to the pounding of her molten heart and the whispers of the graveyard churning underneath her skin, wondering which of those voices are his and which are merely ghosts. She still wakes from the grip of nightmares, when she dreams at all, and she lies paralyzed beneath the covers, wondering what she did to deserve this, how she brought this on herself, and when it will finally end. And still, America endures. America trembles. America aches. America cries. America screams. I know her because I am her, and she is me. Her sacred biography is written infinite times in coiled and curving lines across my genes. I close my eyes at night and see the pitted landscape left in the wake of my Maya blood battling the conquistador inside of me. I listen to my breath and hear the songs of pioneers and homesteaders slaughtering their way across the plains. I feel the cold moonlight on my dappled skin, and I am living proof that love does not conquer all, but for a few moments, love defied the weight of history, and it created this. I wrap my arms around me, and I wish they were my mother's, or my father's, or my daughter's, or anyone at all. But the only people who could possibly understand this war have already become its collateral damage. I try to slow my racing pulse and feel that somewhere deep in some hidden corner of my soul there is quiet, there is stillness, there is peace. I want to believe there is a way out of this, a path forward, a trail I can follow out of this darkness and into the starlight that is my inheritance. I want to believe that there is a path for all of us to walk together. I fight so hard to believe that what is wounded inside of me can be healed. I fight so hard to believe that what is broken on this continent can be repaired. I fight so hard to believe that what is cruel about this world can someday become kind. I have spent my life desperately preaching from my soapbox, and I am not ready to surrender. Not this time. I can't say that I really know why. But all around me, I see her, and I hear her, and I feel her. This land is my home, and she is anchored in my flesh and in my bones and in my mind and in my soul. And somehow, America lives. America breathes. America dances. America sings. America laughs. America dreams. Despite it all, America survives. And somehow, so do I.